Black Friday and Cyber Monday are almost here, and one of the big items that people will be rushing for is the big TV deals, right? But price shouldn't only be the concern, it also is how to secure that TV will be in their home and especially around the kids.
Yeah, that's right. And we have Carla Crosswhite with us from U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission joining us with tips on how to make sure TVs are safely mounted to avoid injury or worse. Carla, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You know, it's exciting to get a brand new TV, a great deal. People get it home and they forget about that little package of extra hardware that's supposed to do something good, right? How prevalent is this problem of people not using that?
Well, it is a serious issue, but the good news is that there is a simple solution, and that is to anchor your furniture. Anchor your TVs, your large furniture, your appliances. A lot of times these anchor kits come with the actual packaging, so that's why it's important to read all the manufacturer's instructions and follow those instructions. But if not, take a simple trip down to the local hardware store or home improvement store, and you can pick up one of these anchoring kits for as little as $5. They're inexpensive and easy to install.
They're easy to install. That's the important part. I mean, because, that's a lot of times why people just don't do it, but you don't want something like what we're seeing right here, to happen to your children. Besides TV, what are other things that we have to be concerned about?
Well, so as you talked about at the top, the holiday season is here, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and that's a time when people run out to try to get the best deals possible on their TVs and furniture and appliances. And we know that TVs are probably at the top of the list. So that's why we're focusing on our Anchor It campaign to remind people that when you are out there purchasing these items, you also need to be thinking about where are you going to place this television or this piece of furniture, and how are you going to make it safe and secure to keep your family safe? Unfortunately, a lot of people, like we've said, just aren't aware that this is a serious hazard in the home.
Carla, obviously furniture companies and TV companies know about this problem. That's why a lot of times they'll include that little anchoring kit there in the package. What are they doing anything to kind of help with the balance on these things that they're building, or do they just depend on the consumer to do what we need to do to protect our family?
Well, the Consumer Product Safety Commission, we work regularly with industry, and everybody wants to do the right thing and make sure that their product is as safe as can be. So it's an ongoing process. Our latest report has found that every 43 minutes a child is injured by a piece of furniture falling or a TV tipping over on them. And every 12 days somebody dies from one of these incidents.
Wow.
A TV can fall with the force of thousands of pounds. That's 10 times more as powerful as being hit by an NFL lineman. So this is a very, very serious hazard and threat in the home that we want to make consumers aware of.
Well, thank you so much for driving it home. I mean, you have to do it. You have to, be honest. Besides, obviously, death is like the worst part of it, but we're talking about all kinds of injuries, right?
Well, yes, that's true. All kinds of injuries. Most of the injuries do happen to our head injuries. We find that there's about 12,500 injuries annually, and children going to the emergency department for these types of incidents. So again, it's happening much too often. We find that the parents that have unfortunately lost children to these tragic accidents, one of the things they all say is they just didn't know. They didn't know that the furniture could tip over if a child climbed up on a dresser. They didn't know that there were anchoring kits available. So that's why it's imperative that we get this message out.
Yeah, and it could be intimidating, doing that little extra, work to anchor it to the wall. But also, I guess, as parents, we need to keep an eye on our kids as best we can, too, even if it is anchored, right? Just for the safety of things that could happen.
Absolutely. Supervision, not placing items that are tempting, like their favorite toy or the remote control, or even a juice box up on furniture where they'll be tempted to climb. You want to eliminate any temptation like that.
Well, we appreciate you being on our show and giving us these great advice, and hopefully people will be a lot safer after hearing this. Thanks so much, Carla. Appreciate it.